I guess we'll hop back to it then. This level is interesting. It is a bit of a maze, in essence, because you have to, like, go around doing all sorts of tasks. Not a maze, but, like, it's sort of designed to, like, force you around the entire area, essentially. Like, you have to go through the entire hotel to get this, practically. Ah, dear Mario, please come right in. Do I sense some reluctance? Come now, don't dawdle. I'll dawdle if I want to. So there's a Yoshi over here. We need Yoshi to get to the Shine Sprite. However, it's a whole ass ordeal because the Shine Sprite is at the top floor. And it's being guarded by a Pianta who doesn't want anyone coming into the pool. So what that means is we have to find another way to the pool, which involves going through a crack in the ceiling up there. Which involves having to go through the attic, which we need Yoshi to get through. So you're supposed to talk to everybody and they'll like help you. They'll basically give you subtle hints of where to go. I know exactly what to do, which should probably not be a surprise at this point. You then spray the portrait of the Boo. Like so. Then you have more Boos. I almost think these Boos look more stoned than anything. I've had to like describe the face that these Boos are making. I think it's like stoned is how I describe it. These Boos are interesting. They don't behave like any other Boo in the series. Because they don't aggro you very much at all. But they only become visible if you like they actually intermittently become visible. But you traditionally have to spray them with water. This is really awkward, okay. So then you ground pound this, and we're home free. Ow. And the Boo's disguise is cleans a lot. That's another thing to keep in mind. But this Yoshi only wants pineapple. So you have to get the pineapple from the storeroom for the Yoshi, and then make your way up. There's actually no green Yoshi, except when he's fading out. He'll briefly flash green. Which is weird. Again, this Yoshi behaves like no other Yoshi in the series. So now that we have Yoshi again, I'm just kind of skipping all the explanations. There's actually a way to clip here. Like, use a banana, toss it against so it hits the ceiling, so its hitbox is present, and actually can push Mario through this, like, wall. This is not the speedrun trick I was looking up earlier, therefore I am not going to demonstrate that. Wait, what? Huh? I should have paid more attention to where I'm actually going, now that I'm thinking about it. I think it's this one over here. You can see the Boo's looking stoned as well, yeah. Yeah, there's always both. I'm going completely off positioning here. I did not really pay enough attention, but hey, we did it. Yoshi even gets to join us for the end cutscene for once. It feels like Yoshi normally gets ditched in this game, which I mean, you know, Mario World, it's not like overly shocking that Yoshi gets ditched a lot. Story of his life in this series, typically not, you know, in this game dropped into a pit at least, so, you know, mild improvement. I'm gonna do something weird, I think. I think I'm gonna get the 100 coins out of the way now, just so I don't have to worry about it. And so I have a better gauge of time, of like how we're doing, I guess. And because of that, I think I'm actually going to get most of the outside blue coins now. I say most because some of them can't be gotten yet. Some of them are only in episode 6. Well, 2 of them are. I'm also gonna be like spraying the beach like before because there were coins that way. So might as well check for those. There's actually a lot of blue coins that only appear in episodes like 7 and 8 in this game. Or in this world. There's one on the beach, the one between the chairs, the back wall of the hotel. So I'm just gonna kind of be going around doing this, just to make sure I'm not missing any coins on the ground. There's also a lot of coins and torches. Not really any on top of trees this time. To be fair, there are more coins probably in the ground for the manta fight, because it's a manta fight. They want to make sure you have enough health for it, but don't really need to give you that many coins beyond that. So now we're not getting anything here. It's not overly shocking. Oh, well that was disappointing. But there, one up. This one runs from you for whatever reason. Some actually just stay in place. Others will like actively chase after you. Like, you know, Mario 64 Green Demon challenge, but some will run away, which is weird. Another thing that's really aggravating is the torches are inconsistent. Oh, I didn't mean to get that blue coin, but it's fine. Second torch from the left. That's fine. But sometimes you have to spray them for like a really long time. Other times you can just barely tap the flame, and that's still enough to get the coin from it. It's really inconsistent. Like, I don't know why they're programmed separately. Like, that's the thing that makes no sense to me. Yeah, like that one had to be extinguished to give me the coin. Should be one in here. Yep. Away we go. And then it had ceiling. It says it can't be gotten in episode 1, but I swear I have. Again, I don't think this guide is like 100% accurate. There's definitely some things that are like, I don't think that's right. Oh hey, 2 more coins. I remember like Prima Games guides, those were the worst. Like, those were always wrong about everything, it felt like. Okay, so every other coin should either be in a different episode or inside. So we will put our coin hunt on pause for now, and focus on regular coin collecting, and there are plenty inside the hotel, so this shouldn't, in theory, be too bad. That one just doesn't have anything, okay. Well now, Mario, you really should drop by the casino. I'll let my boys know that you're coming. Come on now. Hey, so a fun thing, we'll be seeing all this dialogue 2 more times. Because we have to go back here 2 more times for other things later on. Because there's a secret, and there's also the red coins, as always. Let's go gambling, aw dang it. We actually might not go gambling. Like, would anyone be bothered by me just skipping all of the gambling in this stage? Because it'll save a lot of time. I might do it one time legit just to show it, but I don't want to do it twice. That's like a lot of gambling when it's very luck dependent. As gambling is, one is fixed, one is luck. Alright, nothing there. Oh, there's something there. 27 coins. Also, like, using Y to actually zoom in is gonna be nice again, because in 3D All-Stars on the Pro Controller, you have to press in the right stick to zoom in. But yeah, I assume it'll be the original button layout on NSO, which I prefer. I can't wait to play the NSO version and completely forget, oh yeah, the controls are like they used to be, so now I'm screwing up in the opposite way. Also, this character will just consistently get mad at you for going into the wrong restroom. There's a commentary here somewhere, and I don't know if I want to go there. There should be a blue coin in that ceiling light, but we'll get that some other time. There should be one in the lamp, also. Let's see, all these coins over here. We're at 50 already. We can probably just go straight to the casino, but I'm gonna look around a little bit more, just in case. To typically my coin route for this is just do the normal loop through the hotel from episode 3. Now one step is harder because the boos are gone. Like the boos are nowhere to be found, so you can't actually get get up to the next floor that easily. You basically have to triple jump and hover. It's really annoying. By the way, these doors are one way. If you like leave and come back, you can't do that. Okay, that worked. Neat. I was not exactly holding my breath on that. I'm leaving the blue coins so I don't forget which ones I have in like 20 minutes when we get to that point. Yeah, a lot of times I have a system where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna leave this on purpose so I don't forget it later. Yeah, we have plenty of coins, we are fine. And then we can go gambling. Gambling. Why do they say it that way? Gambling. Anyway. 75-ish. Again, being very careful with my routing, just on purpose. But, again, that's basically every coin we can actually get here. So, we might as well go gambling. Mario, right this way, please. Alright, this is the easy part. We just ground pound these slot machines. Oh, well that was underwhelming. Some of these drop a lot of coins, some will just drop one. There's like several slot machines. The problem is this is luck-based for the coin collecting, specifically. Because if you actually do too well, you can lock yourself out of coins. Because if you actually clear the slot machine, or you get lucky 7s on all the slots, you unlock a bonus thing, which is required, but it still can be a problem if you're short on coins. So just to demonstrate the gamba, this one is like fixed, you have to manually adjust the slots. The other one is like actually a proper slot machine. Which means you can lock yourself out of coins if you get the lucky 7 too fast. Which again, is this bizarre problem of, you know, having too good of luck. This is also just a really slow way of getting coins. It's better to just ground pound slot machines, IMO. Like so. We actually might be a couple coins short here, so we might actually have to resort to that. 95. Did I get this one by accident? I did, okay. I like how the spin of the ground pound was enough to trigger it. And yeah, the really fascinating thing about Sunshine is like every sub-area basically has like a Shine Sprite like spawn for the 100 coins, because you can basically get it in a lot of different sections. Like, on my last playthrough I discovered you can actually get the 100 coins of Noki Bay. There is a spawn dedicated to it inside the underwater eel section. Like they give you a spot for the shine to appear, which makes sense. There are coins in episode 8. But just a lot of thought was put into shine placements. Alright, where we go? Yeah, we can do this in half an hour, I hope. We might go a little bit over for the blue coins, especially. But we'll see how this goes. Because we have the 2 casino levels, the beach again, and then Shadow Mario, and then red coins. So yeah, this shouldn't be that bad to do the rest of this in this stream. So yeah, I'm gonna skip this. I'm very impatient as a person. I say slightly jokingly. But yeah, what you're supposed to do is get lucky 7s on both slot machines. If I had gone lucky 7s first try, I would have been actually kind of miffed. But yeah, you have to do this one manually, which is a lot more work. It's actually really annoying on Switch because of the way the pressure sensitivity works. Because there's a little bit of startup. That startup makes it really hard to actually do. And then you have to do like a flip panel puzzle to open up a door to a warp pipe. So like, I'm gonna skip all that because I'm impatient. So you can jump up here, I think. Wait. Hi Nicole, welcome back. I'm gonna cheese this level. You arrived at an interesting time. As I break into a casino. So yeah, you can land up here, you're not really supposed to. Hence why we're standing on nothing and clipping through the ceiling. But you can then, like, side shuffle like that, and then go down here. And voila! You can skip the flip puzzle this way. Again, really cool trick. I like showing that off when I can, because it's one of the speedrunning tricks I know. Thank you for the hydration check. I'm definitely dehydrated. Definitely just spilled tea on the floor, but it's fine. This one's actually not that bad, I don't think. I say as I almost eat it, okay. Just almost immediately ate my words there. Nice, nice. And then we have this big ass block over here at the end to ride. I'm making sure I didn't spill tea in my Pro Controller. That would be very unfortunate. This block spins at a really weird pattern. Oh shit, that goes backwards. Okay, that part I forgot about. Yeah, I would love to learn gelato skip someday, just to complete the list of, like, major early Sunshine speedrun tricks I don't actually know how to perform. Like, I can do the casino skip, so, yeah, I'm mostly just missing gelato skip for, like, entry-level Mario Sunshine speedrunning. I'm gonna dry my hand off. Again, this controller is going strong after 7 years. It'd be a shame if it just short-circuited from literally spilling the tea. In terms of, like, gaming stuff, the weird part for me right now is I'm not really, like, overly jazzed about a lot of things. Which I think is almost more of a reflection on myself than, like, the games coming out. Because I think good games are still coming out, obviously. But just, like, nothing that's, like, really caught my eye. Partly because I'm so behind on the indie scene from last year. Like, I haven't played Animal well. I haven't played Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. I haven't played... I feel like there's another that I'm forgetting right now, but I'm blanking on the name. Yeah, there's so many indie games I missed last year, so I'm still kind of trying to play catch up. Like, I only recently played Little Kitty Big City, and that was cute. There it is. So then... do this to turn around, more parallel, or perpendicular. Then go back here. I wonder if you can actually fall completely out of bounds. Like, if you can go too far and die. Like, it feels like you would be able to. Ah, shoot. Bad start. Oh, I miscalculated that. It paid off, but almost ended my demise. Speaking of my demise, I'm playing Gutsy today. Okay. I'm playing a dangerous game. It's called Super Mario Sunshine. Alright, we're done. We're fine. I was gonna say, if I had missed the coin, that would have been heartbreaking after all those close shaves. Oh, the other thing with NSO that I'm wondering about is camera inversion. Like, will you be able to uninvert the camera for this game on NSO? Because it is inverted, and All-Stars gives you the option. But yeah, I wonder if, like, the NSO app will give you an option to invert the X-axis. It should, because, you know, some people don't like playing games that way, and to be honest, I'm like weird about it, where on one hand, I think it's really awkward, but also going back to the old way is really confusing to me. Like, it just throws me off so bad. Like, trying to uninvert the controls in a game like this, it doesn't feel right to me, because I'm so used to playing it inverted. Alright, what do you have to say this time? I say as if I don't already know. Ah, Mario, the casino's this way. Well, actually, I must admit that unfortunately the casino's closed today. You see, there are creepy sounds coming from the basement. Could we trick you? I mean, ask for your help. Oh, thank you. Asshole. So you're like, what does that mean? Like, Mario's gonna help. Like, you don't have to trick him into doing anything. Alright, there should be an M only in this episode. And there should be the torch we found. I don't remember which one had the blue coin, unfortunately, so just gotta check them all. Yeah, you can actually hit multiples with one ground pound, which is weird. I don't understand the physics of that, but... Ground pound the slot machine, put out the torch. Okay. Should just be those two, huh? And those three, because there's the one on the wall, too. So that should take care of the casino. I hope. Alright, so now we have a boss fight. Wow. The slot textures were throwing me off. Like, wait a minute, why are the slots so decently textured? It legit confused me. And something that actually is worth noting about Wind Waker, because like Wind Waker HD is obviously like good looking. However, one thing that's really interesting is Wind Waker HD, like in a lot of ways, isn't that different from actual Wind Waker. Like original GameCube Wind Waker. Like its visual makeup is very similar in actuality. The main difference is bloom. Like that's basically it. Other than that, it's like basically just a lot of texture work from what I recall is the same. If I recall correctly. So like, it's mostly just lighting differences. It does, I think, have a slightly blown out look to it. So on one hand, I do prefer the look in some ways of the GameCube version. But I will definitely miss, the Swift Sail and like rework Triforce Hunt in GameCube. It's like my perfect version of Wind Waker would be like something that looked closer to GameCube but higher res, but had the quality of life that Wind Waker HD has. I'm not stopping the slots this time. I forgot everything's on a cycle to the point where you have to like whiff a phase, so I'm not like overly concerned about that. Interesting enemies. You can also just run straight into the center to despawn King Boo. I don't think that actually works for... What the hell happened? Their shells just got stuck somewhere. Yeah, their shells must have gotten stuck somewhere, so they just did not have any luck they couldn't like get back in the shell. It's really weird. I've never seen that happen before, actually. Also, I'm like looking at this, like, wow, the water in this game is detailed. Like, it looks really good. Like the stream of water. Like, again, a lot of GameCube games, this is like the generation, in my opinion, where gaming was really starting to look solid. Like, early 3D is obviously kind of rough around the edges. GameCube onwards is like pretty passable, I'd say, for like looking good still. Like, you know, you can show someone like an N64 game and you can tell it's an N64 game. It has its own charm. However, it is definitely like rougher. Like, you couldn't pass off as like relatively modern. That's part of the reason why the whole like, oh, this looks like a PS2 game as an insult is really dumb, actually. Because like this generation was like when games were starting to really look solid in a way that's like, yeah, no, I will not complain about GameCube visuals. These games still look decent to this day. Like Final Fantasy X, non-HD, it looks fantastic in a lot of ways. Obviously character models are rough, but a lot of things look really good in that game. Mario, we've got trouble. That electric goop is back. Where? Everywhere. Why'd I jump straight into it? I was trying to pick up the barrel, but whiffed. I forgot that B is jump in this version also. But fun story, this is actually harder in the Japanese version. They nerfed it. You have to get like a decent like 90 to 95% of the goop cleared or something. It actually might even be a lower number. It's like really low in NTSC. In the Japanese version, you have to get like everything. To a degree that it was basically unreasonable. So they ended up nerfing it. I don't disagree with that change, to be honest. I feel like if you have to like pixel hunt, that would just be obnoxious as hell, so I do think they made the right call with like making this a little bit easier. Also, next time we'll have the fun task of, okay, do we actually have all the blue coins? Or will we end up missing one by the end? I actually don't know which version speedrunners do for this game. That's another question I don't have an answer to. They probably run Japanese, but again, that would make this level in particular slower, but like text would be faster usually, because like fewer characters. Like, it's really interesting the nuance of which versions of games do people run. Like, I want to say like a PAL version of Wind Waker is run. Wind Waker HD, just because it has the fastest text for some reason. And sometimes, like, NTSC will have, like, a glitch in it that'll make it faster, even with slower text. You know, other people just run English just because, you know, so viewers can understand it better, even though it's a little bit slower. But for the sake of, like, GDQ or something, it makes sense. Also, I'm just remembering there was some issue in 3D All-Stars with this mission. With the requirement being messed up. You've rescued me, many thanks, friend. Wait, what? Many thanks, Mario, you saved me. Oh, never mind, it is actually the same Pianta couple both times. So yeah, one is locked to episode 1, one is locked to episode 6. So yeah, you actually do have to rescue these two in both episodes for the blue coins. I forgot it was the same two both times. I thought it was the same. So like you could get all 4 in this mission. No, you have to get them spread out because they are the same Piantas. Or no keys in both cases. Again, there's still a lot I don't remember about this game, even though I do remember quite a bit. Wow, that was great. I never expected you to do it so easily. Fantastic, Mario. I actually remember what it was now. I think there's like a glitch and I forgot how reproducible it was. But like, you could insta-clear this level or something. Or like on 3D All-Stars, you could clear this level without cleaning nearly as much as you're supposed to. Like, there's a weird glitch about that. And I don't remember enough about the details to be able to like reproduce that, obviously. But I was hearing about that happening. Alright, so here's where the fun begins. We have blue coins. I did do the casino secret, yeah. I was like, did I forget to do that? Because that would be kind of tragic. Anyway, back into the hotel. Shadow Mario checks in. It's a fun one. I'm also gonna get the last blue coins outside as well, which is only like this M on the wall, I think, for the outdoors ones. Should be at least. And everything else should be inside. Alright. Mario, there's a troublemaker inside who looks like you. Hurry, get in there. And TSCJ's loads faster? Yeah, that tracks. A lot of times that is the case, though. Which is very interesting to me. Alright, so we are going to ignore Mario, Shadow Mario, for the sake of there being music in this game. There's also fake Shadow Marios. They start to spice it up after this point. Spray the lamp on the 3rd floor, which I assume is this lamp. Yep. Under, let's see, East Room, 3rd floor. How are they defining East? Is an important question to be asking right now. Yeah, they're putting 13 here. That's very easy. Puts 14 in the room next to it. Which again, this is why episode 7 is, episode 7 is, in my opinion, the best for getting the blue coins, because all the rooms are open. So it's a lot easier than having to, like, figure out which rooms are open and how to get there. You can just kind of blitz through all this. Like, no problem. Spraying the bookshelves should be one, yeah. That's 15. Northeast room, 2nd floor. Again, I'm going in order just to keep tabs on everything a lot easier. Again, sometimes I think this guy's order is a little whack. Like, I don't know why they ask you to, or they suggest doing this in the order they do. 16... 17 is literally right next to it. You can also get there by breaking the glass table up above. I'm pretty sure this is the one that connects. And there's actually the one in here. I'm gonna get this now so I don't forget it. Again, this one makes sense being out of order, I think. Again, Noki Bay is gonna be another one that I very, like, meticulously follow the guide for. Just because, like, it may not be the most efficient order, but I want to have some kind of checklist order, because I don't want to screw this up too much. I don't know if Shadow Mario typically flickers like that. Where the hell? Oh, there's the M. Again, I kind of wish they grouped them up by location rather than collectability order. Just because, you know, you'll have to double back a fair amount what the guide order suggested. So it looks like 19 is somewhere over here. Like on this side of the hotel. Or is it just sitting there? Oh, well that makes it a lot easier. I thought it was a boo that was roaming. But I guess there's only one boo. You know, I've thought about the idea of increasing the amount of streams I do, including Tuesday, as like another stream day. I don't know if I can do that actually, just because my voice is shot right now. It's like, yeah, I don't know if I have the stamina to actually do like 2 streams, or like multiple streams a week, like I would hope to do. There we go. That one drops the water bottle. I don't know if it always does that, though. So yeah, we are on pace. Scribble them on the wall, 3rd floor, and there's the 2 X's. 2 X's, 2 triangles. So yeah, we should be on track, right? Yeah, there's only 4 more. So they should be the 2 conjoined pairs here. This one's on the bottom floor, I think. This one's annoying. No, wait, this is not the one I was thinking it is. Just drop down 1 floor. Shit. It's fine, we have to go back anyway. So if we have to do this twice, it's okay. But yeah, you're basically expected to do the wall jump here, because the timing window is so small. Like, you basically have to do this to get there with enough time. And even then, I almost botched it, so... It's a very tight timing window for these. So that's just below, I think. And then there's triangles, which are the same deal. Yeah, I don't think they're supposed to flicker like that. Which again, it's like... This is kind of the same principle in my mind as like 3D... as like, the SNES Classic, actually. The SNES Classic version of Yoshi's Island has weird, like, visual glitches on Touch Fuzzy Get Dizzy. But between the time of, like, the SNES Classic and NSO, they actually fixed it. So, I wonder if, like, the NSO versions of 3D All-Stars, like, this game, basically, will be a little bit more stable than the 3D All-Stars version, just on account of, like, a more up-to-date version of this processor, basically. Oh, there he is, okay. I was like, where... I was like, we now need to find the real Shadow Mario, and he's literally standing where we left off. That was very convenient. This one kind of sucks, by the way, because the camera is not the most cooperative. It can be a little challenging trying to pin him down. I usually stop him on the stairs, because you can actually deal a pretty decent amount of damage to him on the stairs. Like so. Yarg, you're so annoying. Normally he's like, I'll remember this, but this is one level where he actually kind of deviates. Nice. Yeah, we're a little bit behind pace from previously, where we were at like 30 shines. I was kind of hoping to have like 60 by the end, so we were exactly like halfway through, basically, after like getting a quarter each time. That's not gonna happen in the next, 20 minutes. 20 minutes. We can cheese it and just get like easy ones, I suppose, but I don't think I will. We'll probably start Noki Bay a little bit, not dedicate too much time to it, but just a little bit of time to it. Because yeah, next ad break is still a ways off, so... Mario, please do come in. So red coins in the hotel. This one is probably like not easy on the first playthrough if you don't have like a guide. But generally your routing should just take you through the Mysterious Hotel Delfino route, essentially. The one tricky part to me is remembering which tile flips there, because you do have to actually go back down. So it's this one. Now, truth be told, I actually don't remember where these are, which could prove to be a problem. Like, I remember where most of them are, but there's like one or two that I'm like, where is this? Yeah, no, I think you actually have to leave. Oh, I remember now. You have to leave there and then like go through the upper part and then drop down the attic to get to a specific room. And the problem is, which room is it? It's this room, okay. The reason I was doing that is because they're laid out positionally in such a way that's like, yeah, this will be a good way to gauge. It's kind of like this way somewhere, I think. This might be wrong, but we have 3 minutes. So then you break the poster. And then drop down, and I think it's in the storage room. Yep, okay. Not bad. Again, a little tripped up, but not too bad. Hell yeah. And then there's the fun task of, oh no, we're on Noki Bay now. No getting out of this one. This is the problem of committing to 100%, is it does take a lot longer. Like, if I didn't commit to 100%, we probably would have been done with the game in 2 streams, but we're basically doubling it by doing 100%. Uncork the waterfall. So we actually have to fight Monty Mole this time. This is one I never did the intended way. As a kid, like, I always cheesed this one. So we'll probably cheese it this time too. You're supposed to like clean up the graffiti on the walls to make parts of the cliff reappear. You really don't have to do that, to be honest. You can kind of just break a lot of this. There's also a weird trick where you can actually use a spring to clip into the ground in order to skip a boss fight. In episode 2. I don't know if we'll do that. I don't remember the positioning of that, so because I'm not feeling confident with that, we'll probably just do it the intended way, which is still not short by any means, but not, I think, that difficult from what I recall. But we'll see how this goes. Oops. Yeah, next it might just be a lot of blue coins with Noki Bay. It's like, most of them can be gotten in episode 6, I think, so we'll probably just spend a lot of time in episode 6 getting all that stuff. Anyway, here's Monty Mole. We actually have to fight him this time, there's no cheesing this. It's also a little bit awkward because he's like far away, you can't really get in close. Which actually can make it a little bit easier, because the problem in the other fight is you can close the lid. So in this fight, he really can't do that, because you can't get close enough anyway to aggro him that way. So like, this is actually easier in some respects. See, now I'm actually wondering about a different way to actually get to the next boss fight. There might be another trick to doing it that's not the speedrun method, but still fast. But yeah, we'll just do it the intended way, just to be on the safe side. Oh yeah, Hotel Torpedo is like the only level with no nozzles. There's no real use for a rocket nozzle. You're inside the whole time. And also, like, there's no turbo nozzle, obviously. There's not enough room. So yeah, it is actually unusual for not having either of the nozzle upgrades. It's the only one that doesn't have either. I think Pianta Village is missing turbo. Boss of Tricky Ruins. This level's hard on the first playthrough, I'd say. I definitely got walled here as a kid, for extraordinarily obvious reasons. Noki Bay is like a pretty sharp difficulty spike, I'd say. Like, if you're not expecting it. So the trick of this level is you can spray the walls, have a really loud sound effect play as it moves, and then like wall jump your way up. Sometimes the collision is really wonky on these walls where they will not let you grab onto them. It's really weird and confusing when that happens. Okay, we made it. You can also just skip a lot of that by just hovering over. Neat. So we got Gooper Blooper a third time. This game could use, like, another boss, because there's so many bosses that just get reused constantly. I'm very off cycle here, unfortunately. Okay. Trying to get back on track a little bit here. We should be fine. Also, there's so much water around him, you don't even have to worry about the goop here, which is really weird. It's like it almost feels like an oversight. Wow, I'm playing real bad here. I need to back off. let him like re-aggro. There we go. You can actually move horizontally too while pulling back his mouth, which is very helpful to like maneuver around the goop and everything. There's also jars down here that have blue coins. I don't think you need to get this in this stage. I think you can actually access this in other levels too. So it's not really a big deal missing that. I'm just thinking here, like, how much time do we have? Do we have time for the eel? Because the eel is kind of notoriously difficult. It was definitely where I got walled as a kid. But we have 2 underwater levels in a row, and these can take a bit. So I don't know if we'll get to the eel this time. Hey, we have a bottle episode, literally. I've got it, yes, I surely do have it. What have I got? Why, the answer to our polluted ocean problem, of course. The answer is you. You must go to the ocean floor. Of course, that is impossible for you at the moment. Therefore, I've made an area for you to hone your skills. Try this and you can stay underwater for much longer. Use that F.L.U.D. to move around and get red coins, but don't overdo it. If you run low on air, here's what you do. Just grab some regular coins to refill your meter, okay? Now shall we get started? Just casually cramming Mario into a bottle, as you do. And now we're, like, floating in the void. Or not the void, the heavens. I don't understand why it's rendered this way. It makes 0 sense to me. You also have these fish that try to drag you down again. Yeah, this part that just launches you inexplicably. Kinda stuck, actually. Alright. So hearts are good. Hey, guess who doesn't remember where the rest of the coins are here? Yeah, I'm missing 1 at the moment. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. That wasn't actually that bad. Here I was all worried that this would be really hard and time-consuming. It's like, yeah, no. This was not bad at all. We have time for the eel. Might actually have to pause ads though. They might... It's like, I don't know how long this will take. I don't think it'll take 10 minutes though. Yeah, I'm like kind of flying through this game. I'm actually, as much as I'm screwing up some things, I am like relatively proud of how well this is going so far. Because again, this is a game where a lot of things can go wrong, I feel. So like that we're getting through this game as smoothly as we are, quote unquote smoothly, has been nice. It's like, I still remember a lot of what I'm doing, which is reassuring to me, as someone who worries about like losing skill sometimes. Immediately, mouse dentist. Guess who still doesn't like going to the dentist? Oh Mario, you're finally staying out for the ocean's bottom. Grandpa's waiting for you up top. Oh, don't forget to wear this. You can use this rope as a shortcut to reach Grandpa. Hey, we're not gonna do that. You're supposed to jump from the top of the waterfall. You really don't have to. Literally, all you have to do is, like, dive over here. That's it. This is all you have to do. To me, it feels like a large waste of time to go all the way to the top if you're just gonna jump back down to the bottom anyway. So yeah, this is not a bad place to get the 100 coins. If you have enough coins on the above ground, we'll probably take advantage of this. Plus there are blue coins on top of those pillars up there. So yeah. I think that's also where the 100 coins spawns too. Okay, this is weird. I'm not used to being able to see, and that probably sounds weird out of context. But like, normally I'm used to playing on GameCube where this level's like really dark. And it's like, normally it's a lot harder to see what I'm doing. Okay, I don't know why I could not pick up the air bubbles. Me also playing Sonic, any classic Sonic. I don't know why I can't pick up the air bubbles. Gonna grab the coins over here. Kinda sucks that even with like the helmet, you still can't breathe for very long underwater. It's also one of the only games where Mario like has this much trouble swimming, I'd say. I mean like Super Paper Mario where you need a space helmet to go into or a fishbowl to go into space. Most of the time, Mr. Mario is pretty self-sufficient in things. Also, it's weird because Galaxy was the same year as Super Paper Mario, so like within the span of like the same year, you have one game where Mario can breathe in space and another where he can't. Like obviously this is one of those things that just is me being pedantic about game logic, but it's something that always stood out to me is like the juxtaposition of these two coming out at the same time, or like roughly the same time. If you want to go really fast with this, what you want to do is actually aim down, which is obviously very risky, because if you're not hovering, you can get sucked in really easily. But yeah, you can actually just aim with the, this. Just do this. But again, it's obviously very scary trying to attempt that. Also, touching the teeth can give you air back, which is really weird. Like, I don't understand that. Come on. There we go. One more tooth to go. Can't even see it. There it is. Fuck it. Risk taking. There we go. Risk paid off. Yeah, that was advice I never really took as a kid. Take care of your teeth. Yeah, I was really bad at that. Still not great at it, to be honest. I say as I forgot to also hydrate this entire stream, practically. You remember to retract your teeth. Oh, too bad they got rid of DK's retractable teeth, though. He just has normal, like, it's like teeth, omnipresent teeth. That is like the most cursed way to describe it, is omnipresent teeth. I'm just checking some stuff really quickly. Well, we got to 60 like I'd hoped for. Ads are just about to start running, so that was productive. Next we have the rest of Noki Bay and Pianta Village, which hopefully won't take very long. Fingers crossed, because again, I'm very unconfident with the Noki Bay blue coins. I'm very nervous about how those are gonna go. Truth be told. So yeah, we have to hope for the best with those.